Okay, everybody, we are now going to work on how to actually edit your team if you need to remove a student or change permissions on your particular team within your class. So I'm going to go to my English team right now, and I'm going to click on those three little dots that give me different options. And what I'm going to do is click Edit Team. And this actually allows me to determine whether or not, it is private, that I could add anybody to the team. Okay, this allows me to create an icon that makes it easier for me to identify my team. And it just kind of makes it a little bit fun. So for this particular class, I really like the pencils. That's pretty cute. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And now you'll notice that I have the little icon with the pencils. Okay, and I'm going to go back to my teams again, and I'm going to click those little dots. And this time, I'm going to click Manage Team. And if you look now, it shows down here, members and guests, and it's going to show all the students that I have on my team. Okay, if you need to delete a student off your team, you literally just click over here and delete. I put my daughter on there in another example, so I'm going to take her out. And that's how easy it is to simply remove a team member. The other thing you can do is if you go into here into settings, you can actually add a picture for your team. And this is the biggest part, is you can fix your permissions. So you have members where you can put allowing them to create and update channels. You can allow them to add and remove apps. If you do not want your students to have the ability to do that, then what you want to do is uncheck that box. Okay. And this way they cannot put specific tabs in there. You are the ones that are doing that instead, because you are the owner, not a member. Okay. Let's take a look over here. You also have fun stuff. This is a biggie. If you do not want your students to be able to put emojis in the chat room, or adding memes and whatnot, then you can also click those boxes. Sometimes the students have fun with that. Me personally, I don't really mind as long as they don't get inappropriate with it. You always have the ability to turn that off if you want to. Okay. Same thing here with the at mentions. If you want to have somebody call it a specific person. So if I wanted to reach Cassidy Flores, who was on my team, I would put the at and then that person's name. And then I can send a message directly to them that will get their attention. If you don't want them to be able to do that, again, you would uncheck that box. Okay, so these are things that it allows you to do so that you have complete control over your team and what your students are able to do. Okay, that is pretty much it. Now, as for the chat feature where students can actually, speak to you in the chat room, you would go to the General tab over here on the left-hand side. And if you notice, it says Manage Channel, because your general channel is there. You can actually create different ones. That is where you would add your subgroups. And you notice when I click on here, it says anyone can post messages, show an alert that will post anytime someone posts, or only owners can post messages. If you simply want this to be an area where you are delivering instruction, but you do not want the students to be able to give you any feedback or to be able to chat with one another, then you would click on only owners can post messages. Now, as of right now, I'm going to give my students the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to allow them to be able to post so that if they want to chat and communicate with one another, they can. However, you do have the ability to turn that off just by going into your General tab and then clicking on the three dots. There you go.